Good morning everyone. Last class we discussed about the transfer of heat. In the transfer of heat, we discussed about the conduction of heat. Now in this class, we are going to discuss about the transfer of heat. One more type of transfer heat, that is convection method, and some applications of convection current, that also we are going to discuss in this class. Right? First, what do you mean by convection? So convection means here heat transfer in which heat is carried from water parts to the its colder parts by actual movement of hot particles in it is called convection, right? So convection means what? Here it is transferring from hotter parts of the body to the colder parts of the body with the movement of hot particles. Here movement of hot particles will take place, right? In convection what happens? When you heat, then it will transfer take place. Here the movement, actual movement, there is no movement in the in conduction, there is no movement of particles will take place, but here in convection the movement of particles will take place, right? So here the gases and liquids are the best examples for the explanation of convection method, right? So see here first, why does water in the flask move in this fashion, right? You have seen in cooking, in your home while cooking, right? What happens when you heat the food? When you heat the food, what happens? The steams will come outside. If you hold this, if you hold your hand on the steams, what happens? You will feel the warmness of that surface area. So this is due to the movement of the hot particles. So see here, water near the bottom of the flask get heated first. So here we have taken a flask and that cold water we have kept and we are heating with the burner, right? After some time what happens? The water at the bottom, so here water at the bottom get heated, right? Then what happens? The warm water is lighter than the surrounding cold water. So whatever the heated water is lighter than the surrounding cold water, then this water will rise up and the cold water will comes down. See here what happens? So that it rises up and this is continuous until the entire water attains a uniform temperature. So this process is continuous until the entire water, how much amount of water present in that flask, that attains a same temperature, uniform temperature, until this process is continuous, right? So this cyclic movement of water during the heat is called, during heating is called convection of current or convection current. So the cyclic movement of water particles during heating is called convection of current. What do you mean by convection of current? Means the cyclic movement of the particles, that is water particle. Here water we have taken, that's why water particles on heating. So the cyclic movement of the water during heating is called convection of current. So see, we know that air is a bad conductor of heat. So air is too bad, air is too not a bad good conductor of heat. So it is not a good conductor of heat. That is, air is a bad conductor of heat. So being a gas, it can flow and spread the heat fast and transfer heat by convection. So it is not a good conductor. Then also it can spread the heat fast and transfer by the method of convection.
Okay students, you know that the definition of convection. So, heat is transferred in which heat carried from hotter part of a substance to its colder part by actual movement of hot particles in it is called a convection. So see here, so what we are doing, we are heating the water. So what happening there? See, the hot water is coming upward and the cold water present in the upward, it is moving downward. So this is the mode of convection.
Some applications of convection currents. So in that first one, ventilation in rooms. So you have seen your kitchen room, there is a fan will be there, ceiling fan, that is we call it as a ventilator, right? What it does, what while cooking the warm air comes out from the cooking, so that is exhausted, means it throws outside from the room. So that's why ventilator is used. So when this ventilator throws the warm air from the room, the fresh air will come outside the surrounding through the windows, doors, right? So what happens? This keeps the room fresh. So there we are using the convection current. So first thing, ventilation. Second one is land and sea bridges. So right. So these two are the actual convection current. So land and sea bridges are the actual convection current. So what happens? What is land bridge and what is sea bridge? We are clear. During the day, it means during day, what happens? The land warms up more than the sea. So during day, what happens? The land will be warmer than the sea region, right? The air over the land, what happens? The air over the land becomes more water and rises upward, right? Why? Because it rises upward, the hot air is less denser than the colder air. That's why the warm air rises upward to take its place. So it rises upward means there will be some place, gap will be there. So to take its place, the cooler air from the sea. So the cooler air comes from the sea and moves towards the land. So from the sea, the cooler air comes and moves towards the land. So this convection current from the sea to the land we call it as a sea breeze. So from the sea to the land movement of the air we call it as a sea breeze, right? Next step, after sunset. So during sunrise, what happens? Sea breeze will take place. After sunset, what happens? The land loses heat faster than the sea of water. So during the sunset, after sunset, the land loses the hot heat faster than the sea water. As a result, what happens? The air over the sea warms up and rise upward. Right? During night, the air over the sea that warms up and it rises upward. So to take that place, the cooler air from the land moves toward the sea, right? So here what happens? The cooler air from the land moves toward the sea. So this we call as a convection current is called land breeze. So in land breeze what happens? The cooler air moves towards the sea. In land breeze, in sea breeze what happens? The cooler air moves towards the land. Right? This is the land breeze and sea breeze. Next is ocean current. So what happens here in ocean current? So in the ocean, so near the equator, due to the sun rays, the water present in the equatorial region becomes warmer and becomes lighter, and the water present in the polar region are the cold and they are denser, right? So what happens in the ocean current? The warmer water start flowing through the equatorial region to the polar region, and the colder water from the starts flowing from the polar region to the equatorial region below the surface of the sea or ocean. So this movement of the water from polar region to the equatorial region and the equatorial region to the polar region forms an ocean current, right? So this ocean current helps in maintaining the ocean temperature. This is about the ocean current. So once again listen here. That is what you mean by ocean current. So in the ocean near the equatorial region, what happens? The sun rays will heat up the water present in the equatorial region and becomes lighter. When it heats up, then the water becomes lighter, right, and warmer. And the water present in the ocean, the water present in the polar region becomes colder and denser. Why they are denser means it is the colder. That's why the water present in the polar region will be denser than the equatorial region. So the movement of the water from the equatorial region to the polar region and the polar region to the equatorial region, that forms an ocean current, right? So this helps in the maintaining of the ocean temperature. Okay, next thing is, why are air conditioners are fitted at a higher level on a room wall of the room? You have seen that air conditioners and air coolers are fitted at a higher level from the wall. Why? Because so the air conditions and air cooler, it will bring down the colder air to the downward with the help of that. So the warmer air, the present in the down, it will move upward. So this makes the room cooler. That's why the air conditioners are fitted at a higher level. Right? Next thing, why our room heaters are placed at a room heaters are placed at or near the floor of the room. Why you have seen that room heaters, right? They are placed near the floor or else near the floor of the room. Why? Because when the cool air occupies the bottom near the floor of the place, then it fills the room as a cool. Then the room heater heats up that cool air and that warm air rises up and the cool air above that will comes down. This is a continuous process and this makes the room warmer. That's why the room heaters are placed at near the floor. So next thing, why is the freezers mostly located at the top of the refrigerator? So you have seen the refrigerators, always freezer is fixed at the top of the refrigerator. Right? Why it is fixed at the top of the refrigerator? This is because the heavier air present in the refrigerator, that is colder air, that is heavier means the colder air present in the refrigerator, it is above, then it will flows down and comes up. Then the heavier air flows down, right, to the lighter air. That lighter air comes up and that becomes colder. Then again that colder air moves down. This is a continuous process. This movement of the air inside the refrigerator keeps the vegetables or whatever the things we are kept inside that fresh. Right? That's why the freezers are mostly located in the top of the refrigerator. Okay students, in this class we have discussed about the convection of current. Convection, first we have discussed about the convection, then we discussed about the convection currents, some of the convection currents, right? I hope you understood all these concepts whatever I have explained till now. So in next class we will see about the radiation, right? Thank you, have a nice day.